Good morning, Horizon West students and staff. I hope you're having a great Wednesday morning. I'm reaching out to you today to share a couple of things. First of all, a reminder, students, you have conferences next week. A letter went home to your families, and so make sure your folks know about the time that you're going to be meeting with the teacher. Make sure that you're on time for those. They start right away at your scheduled time, and you just have 15 minutes. I really encourage you to join your family for those meetings. Your teachers want to share all the good things that you've been doing, and so make sure you come to those meetings if at all possible. A couple of other things to note. First of all, check lost and found. There's a lot out there, and we keep adding to it daily. I know this time of year, it's cold when you come, it's hot when you're out for FIAD. You maybe take off your sweatshirt, or you're out at recess and you put down your hat and your gloves, or your jacket. So please make sure that you're getting those things and taking them home. They will be out on display for conferences, and then after conferences we will donate everything that's left. So if there's something you're missing, now is the time to look for it. We want to make sure you get that back. I also want to take a couple minutes today and talk about the bus, riding the bus. And I know I think 85% of the students here at Horizon West ride the bus. That's a lot of students. And so, of course, and then also the students who are riding from Horizon East are also sharing those buses with us. So it's really important that we know and understand the rules and expectations on the bus. So first of all, just like school, we want to be respectful, responsible, and safe on the bus. And actually, the school rules apply on the buses as well. And they even apply on the plaza when you're waiting for the bus at the end of the day, and also at your bus stop in the morning. School rules transfer over to those bus stops as well, so keep that in mind. So you want to think about the school rules, but I also want to just remind you of a couple of things that we know are really important for students to understand about riding the bus. So first of all, know that the bus is a place where we want to be safe. That means we're sitting in our seats with our feet facing and our knees facing forward, and we're sitting on our bottoms. The seats are actually built to keep you safe as long as you're facing forward and you're sitting on your bottom. Your legs should be inside the seat area, not in the aisle. And you should, things like climbing or jumping around are not safe on the bus, so we're going to steer clear of those kinds of activities. You also want to make sure that you're following the directions of the bus driver. So if the bus driver makes a request of you or the whole bus, you should comply and do it right away. The bus driver's job is to drive you safely home, and the way that they can do that is if people are acting respectfully, responsibly, and safely on the bus. It's a level 1 or 2 voice on the bus, so there's no need to yell. If you're yelling, the bus driver is going to assume that there's an emergency. So save those level 3, 4, or 5 voices for if there's an emergency. You should either not be talking. Lots of students choose to wear headphones and listen to music on the bus. You could be reading, or you could be whispering quietly with your neighbor. Use those level 1 and 2 voices. And then also, it's really important to remember to be using appropriate language on the bus. So if it's something that you are comfortable saying in front of your grandma, feel free to say it on the bus. But disrespectful and inappropriate language is not welcome on the bus. The other piece is, I know that sometimes things do happen on the bus, and I really want to encourage you to report any inappropriate behavior to your bus driver. If it's bothering you, I want you to make sure that the bus driver knows about it. And that's the first thing you should do, is report it to the bus driver if there's things that are happening that are inappropriate on the bus. I also want to remind all of you that every single bus has cameras that record audio and video of everything that's happening on the bus. That's really helpful to us, because then if a student reports inappropriate behavior, we can go ahead and take a look on the cameras. We can hear what you're saying. We can hear and see any behaviors, and so it's really helpful to us. So if there is ongoing behaviors that the bus driver isn't able to address, we'll just pull up that video and we'll look and see who's involved, and we'll help manage that situation so everyone can feel safe and comfortable and welcome on the bus. That's our goal. All right, if you have any questions about bus behavior, you can sure ask your teacher. You can report any concerns you have to your bus driver. And remember, we're all part of making the bus a place that is enjoyable to ride. So thank you so much for doing that. We really appreciate it. Have a great day today, and we'll see you in the hallways.